Okay, good morning, class. Thank you for moving to the tables. I appreciate it. We're going to move on to comprehension. Like my agenda says over here, comprehension. Today we're going to be working on finding the topic. Okay? Many of you have expressed that you need help in understanding paragraphs. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, well today we're going to be learning how to identify the topic. Because really, in order to get the main idea of a paragraph, the first step you got to do is identify the topic. Okay? Now, what is a topic? Basically, the topic is what something is about. It's that simple. What is this picture about? Tell me the topic. What is this paragraph about? Tell me the topic. What is this passage about? Tell me the topic. The topic is, what is this about? So let me show you what I do using a picture whenever I have to identify a topic. So I look at this picture. I look at this picture here, and I think, okay, well, the topic. What is this picture about? Well, this picture to me, I see a Christmas tree. I see presents. I see a fireplace. Okay, well, the topic of this picture to me is Christmas. Christmas. Okay? I see that it's not about the Christmas tree. It's not about the presents. The whole topic is Christmas. Okay. So, would you agree with me that the topic is Christmas?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Somebody asked me, what's this picture about? Usually in one word or in a couple of words of phrase, I'll tell them, the topic of this picture is Christmas. Okay. I feel good about this. I don't feel like I'm doubting. No, this is about Christmas. Now, when you look at a picture, okay, you have to ask yourself the same question. Well, what is this picture about? What is this picture about? Let's do one together. Can you guys help me do one together?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I take a look at this picture right here, can everybody see this picture?
Yes.
Now, if I take a look at this picture, I see come, sit, stay, play. I see a lot of cute dogs. Actually, my favorite is this one. Okay? But I have to ask myself, what is this topic about? What would you say the topic of this picture is? Dogs. Dogs. And thank you for giving it to me in just one simple word. Okay? Dogs. Christmas and dogs. Okay? Can we do one together? Do you guys understand what the topic of these pictures, what I'm doing here? Yes? All right. Why don't we try in pairs figuring out what the topic of the next pictures are. Now, a paragraph has a lot of sentences together, and they're all talking about one topic. Okay? Let me show you what I do when I see a paragraph. People throughout history have liked mustard. I like mustard. Mustard has been a popular spice in cooking for more than 5,000 years. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. A cookbook written in 3000 BC mentions mustard. Wow, that's a long time ago. Ancient Egyptians, Chinese, Greeks, and Romans all used mustard. The Spanish took it with them when they sailed to the New World. Okay, well, I keep seeing the word mustard, 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 mustard. Okay, you know, I think the topic of this paragraph, it's got to be mustard. It's got to be mustard. Okay? Now, you guys, I could have said cooking. I could have said spices. I could have said ancient people. But all of those would have just been small details of the story. If somebody asks me and they don't have time What did you read about today? I'll say mustard. Okay? Mustard. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do one together. Okay? We're going to read a paragraph and we're going to identify what the topic is. We're going to ask ourselves questions. What is this about? Okie dokie. Now, can everybody see this?
Yes.
Paris, France is one of the world's most famous cities. All right. What would you say the topic of this paragraph is?
Paris, France.
One more time?
Paris, France.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. How did that feel? Was that good?
Yes.
Was that comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Good. Any questions? Any questions? Now what we're going to do is we're going to separate into your comprehension groups, and then you're going to try and figure out, identify the topics for paragraphs at your particular groups. Sound like a good idea?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to be moving you guys around. All right, so you guys, so we identified the topic of one paragraph, Paris, France. Very good. Now, realistically, what's going to happen is I'm going to give you an assignment, and you're going to have to find the topic of not just one paragraph, but more than one paragraph. In this case, 4 paragraphs. So what I'd like to show you is how I go about in identifying the topic of each paragraph. Okay? What you guys have in front of you is the passage on the king of beasts. And as you can see, I've numbered each paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me just demonstrate what I do. I'm going to do paragraph 1. Okay, and just go ahead and follow along with me on the sheet in front of you. Who is the king of beasts? We all know the answer. It is the lion. It is the lion. A male lion weighs from 350 to 400 pounds. A few weigh up to 500 pounds. Most males are about 9 feet long. That's from the tip of the nose to the tip of the tail. Most are about 3.5 feet tall. So I'm 5'9", so 3.5 feet tall. That is at the shoulders. Females are smaller. They weigh 250 to 300 pounds. They are about 8 feet long. Lions live 20 to 25 years in a zoo. How long in the jungle? No one knows. All right. Well, I have to figure out what the topic of this paragraph is. And Mr. Verdin says that the topic of the paragraph is usually one word or a couple of words. So let me see. Who is the king of the beasts? We all know the answer. It is a lion. A male lion. Well, it's talking about king of the beasts. It's talking about a male lion. It's talking about female lions as well. So it's talking about male lions, female lions, king of the beasts. So if somebody asks me, what did you read about in this first paragraph? I think I would say lions. I think I would say lions. Lions in general, because it talks about male lions. It also talks about female lions. So I'm going to go with, first paragraph is talking to me about lions. I think I'm going to stick with lions. Okay? All right. Did you all see what I did?
Yes.
Okay. I read it. I asked myself questions. I kind of talked to myself a little bit. I'm not crazy. I'm going to talk to myself a little bit, identify the things that were being said, and then I finally came up with, I feel like lions is what this paragraph is talking about. Okay? Let's try paragraph 2, but this time we're going to do it together. Yes? Let's try paragraph 2, and we're going to do it together. Help me out here. What do you guys think? It's talking about the lion's power. You know, that's what I was thinking too. It does talk about the paws and the claws, and it also talks about the teeth, but both of those refer to the power the lion has. Same thing. Same thing. Very good, Blas. You said this. You said the same thing. You said the same thing. You just used different words. Okay, so can we all agree that the topic of this paragraph is the lion's power?
Yes.
Okay, good. So far, our first paragraph is about lions in general. The second paragraph is about the lion's power. Okay, good, good. Let's try the third paragraph, you guys. This time, let's try the third paragraph. We're going to do it again together. Somebody were to ask you, what was the topic for paragraph 3? What would you say in a word or in a couple of words? What would you say? Groups. Groups. Well, groups and prides, the same thing, right? Okay. So why don't we call it prides, lion prides? Okay. All right. That'll work. Very good, you guys. That's what I would say too. All right. Now, one more. Now, this last one, I want you guys to do it on your own. Ask yourself, what is this paragraph about? In one word or in a couple of words? Any ideas, any suggestions?
How the lion hunts.
How the lion hunts? What did you say, Jorge? About the lion's prey?
The preference of the lion or large prey?
So the prey, you're going back to prey? All right. Now let me ask you this. If you tell me that this paragraph is about the prey, is it only talking about the different types of animals? It's only talking about animals. How the lion hunts those animals, right? Yes? It does talk about the animals, but the reason it talks about the animals is because it's going to talk about how it hunts the animal down, right? So so given that new information, what can I put here for the topic of this paragraph? How the lion hunts. Can I say lion hunting? Would that be okay? Lion hunting. That includes the prey. That includes the animals. All right, good, good. I agree. Lion hunting. All right. Good, good, you guys. Does this feel a little more comfortable? When you go and read a paragraph, and then I ask you, what is the topic of this paragraph? Do you think you'll be able to do it?
Yes.
Yes? Feel comfortable doing it? Yes? Great. Because now, well, I'm going to separate you, and I'm going to put you guys into your own groups, and you're going to prove to me what you just told me. Yes? We're going to practice some more, but this time at your own groups, at your own level. All right? Sounds like a plan? All right. Good. So I'm going to move you guys around, and we'll get started.